Union Pacific has a beef with the NTSB. It's time for another episode of Bells and Whistles. Hello everyone, Bill Wilson, Editor-in-Chief of Railway Track and Structures magazine, with a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending August 20th. Change orders are two words that can be used to describe progress on the Metropolitan Council's Southwest Green Line extension project this summer in Minnesota. The agency changed the rhetoric recently as the first set of tracks were installed on top of concrete ties just outside of Hopkins. Fittingly, Project Director Jim Alexander had two words for the event, calling it a major milestone, while saying the rail installation sets the stage for everything else. The Green Line extension project will link downtown Minneapolis with Eden Prairie through St. Louis Park, Hopkins, and Minnetonka on the Southwest Line. Work, however, has come with challenges over the last few months, especially on the Minneapolis-Kenilworth corridor. The corridor will be a busy route shared by light rail and freight trains, bikers, and pedestrians on a path near Lake of the Isles in Cedar Lake. There have been $56 million worth of change orders that have either been approved or are being considered to be approved to handle construction of a tunnel for light rail trains in the Kenilworth corridor. The California High-Speed Rail Authority has approved the Environmental Impact Report on the Palmdale to Bakersfield section. The Palmdale to Bakersfield segment is 80 miles long that goes through the Tehachapi Mountains en route to a station in Palmdale near the site of an existing Metrolink station. The proposed route runs along existing tracks through Lancaster and Palmdale and will call for shifting tracks in certain places. This could be the most complex section of construction along the high-speed route, as tracks will tunnel through the mountains and cross over bridges where there are canyons. This week, U.S. Transportation Deputy Secretary Polly Trottenberg led a news conference in Redmond, Washington to announce that the U.S. DOT will approve expanded financing assistance for Sound Transit that will create more than $500 million in savings for regional taxpayers. The upcoming action will represent U.S. DOT's largest ever package of loans for a single borrower in the history of the department's Transportation Infrastructure Finance and Innovation Act program. The package will total $3.84 billion for 6 projects. It includes a new TIFIA loan for the downtown Redmond Link extension and refinancing of 5 previously approved loans under improved terms. The TIFIA loans allow Sound Transit to borrow money at rates significantly lower than otherwise available. In addition to the new loan for the downtown Redmond Link extension, the U.S. DOT announced it will approve refinance loans for the Northgate Link extension, East Link extension, Linwood Link extension, Federal Way Link extension, and Link Operations and Management Facility East. The NTSB has concluded that flooding was the primary cause of a Union Pacific derailment in 2019. The Class 1 carrier, however, is blaming those behind the maintenance of Echo Lake, which overflowed onto the tracks. After several days of heavy rain, the NTSB said in a report, the tracks were weakened so badly they could not handle the weight of the train that derailed. The agency also pointed blame at those whose job it was to keep an eye on the lake, and stated deferred maintenance on the emergency and primary spillways at Echo Lake also caused the flooding. The absence of dynamic weather reporting criteria at Union Pacific Railroad was another contributing factor noted in the NTSB report. Union Pacific said a flash flood warning was issued after the derailment occurred and claimed if Echo Lake was properly being maintained, water would have never streamed over the tracks. The Union Pacific derailment on April 24, 2019 was a serious one. The train was carrying denatured ethanol, which is a flammable mixture of alcohol and natural gas. The train reached an S-curve and 26 cars derailed. Well, that's a look at the top news stories we were following the week ending August 20th. For the latest news, go to www.rtands.com. You can also find us on social media. We are on Twitter and Facebook. Have a great weekend, everyone.